This video is over multiplying functions. So we have two examples and a little reminder. So when multiplying variables that are the same, you add the exponents. Okay, so on this first one, we have f of x times g of x. So f of x is a negative 8x squared y times g of x, which is a 3x squared minus 20y. So since I have one term times two terms, I'm just going to go ahead and distribute this. So a negative 8x squared y times a 3x squared. So a negative 8 times 3 is a negative 24. X squared times x squared, we add the exponents, it becomes x to the fourth, and y, and there's no y, so it's just a y. So we get a negative 24 x to the fourth y. Then I take a negative 8x squared y and I multiply it by a negative 20y. Well, a negative 8 times a negative 20 is a positive 160. There's no x's to be multiplied, so it's just x squared, and y times y is y squared. So this would equal f of x times g of x. Looking at example 2, I have n of a, and then it says I want to square it. So what that would look like would be 2a squared minus a plus 1, and that's squared. You have to remember to expand it. When we have something to the second power, that means we're taking that and multiplying by itself 2 times. So I get that. When I'm multiplying anything, trinomials, binomials, I like to use the area model with the box, just so I don't forget to multiply something. That's a really bad box I drew, I'm sorry. But I have this. Times that. So now I just multiply by filling in the boxes. So 2a squared times 2a squared is 4a to the fourth. 2a squared times a negative a is a negative 2a cubed. 2a squared times 1 is 2a squared. A negative a times a 2a squared is a negative 2a to the third. A negative a times a negative a is a positive a squared. A negative a times 1 is a negative a. 1 times 2a is a 2a squared. 1 times a negative a is a negative a. 1 times 1 is 1. From here, we just combine like terms. So I have 4a to the fourth. Then I have a negative 2a cubed and a negative 2a cubed. That's a negative 4a cubed. Then I have 2a squared plus 1a squared plus 2a squared. That adds to be a 5a squared. I have a negative a plus a negative a. That's a negative 2a. And then I have my constant 1. So this is what n of a squared looks like. So this is it for multiplication. It's not too bad. So check out for the next video.